Okay, so let's continue with the connections. So I'm just gonna close this and this from the previous video, and let's start with our range of motion. Some people call it calisthenics. It's facial calisthenics. I don't know. So first things, I need to define which controls are gonna be used to move in this. So I'm just gonna go here, shape drivers, and driver attributes. So before, well, that, yeah, in the new version we don't have the list. Sorry. So we're gonna use a little different. We just gonna select from there. But the first thing I want to do is start splitting everything. So I did model in symmetrical, but we will not use almost any of these blend shapes in symmetrical. I will use probably the mouth and the mouth open and the mouth open neck. That it must be symmetrical because it's I mean, you cannot half open the mouth, but the rest is gonna be completely split left and right. So let's start with that. So I'm just coming here, I'm just gonna go the first one, and here on this little arrow I'm just gonna click here, and there is one called split. So the split, you have this blend, and just let me do something here. Just want to show you clearly what is doing the blend. So I'm just gonna take another one. So let's see, yeah, this one for instance, or yeah, this smile. Okay, so I'm just gonna split this one first. So I'm just gonna go here again, there's a split shape, and if I see here, you see the blend in the middle. Can you see here on this area when I move how it blends together? So it's how hard it's gonna be your cut here. So you don't want to use 0, you want to use a little, some value. So you can see here like 0.1 or maybe 0.15. Yeah, around 0.15. Let's overlap a little bit. Yeah, around there. And that's important to do it well from the beginning, and we're gonna use the same for the rest, and you will see that the tool will remember these options. On the center is in the center and so on. So I just commit the shapes here, and this one, it's this correction, see, but this one, it's gonna be only the left part, and this is gonna be the right part. And when we trigger both at the same time, it's gonna be exactly the same of this one. Okay, cool. So now that it's clear, we're just gonna repeat for the rest. So just come here. Okay, so that's all for the splitting. I did in some point move from starting from the beginning. I started to move from the bottom to up, and the reason is because the spacing here is always pushing back. So if you start from here, you need to move every time your slider back. If you start from the bottom, because it's always pushing back, so you always have, you are on top of the list. So it's just a little trick that you can do it here. So basically I split everything with the exception of the mouth open neck, and one at the last part that is the pucker, when you do with the lips out. And this one was not in the original range of motion, but I added at the end, so we will see it in a little. Okay, so now that we have this, I'm just gonna start connecting. So that's it. I'm just gonna use the mouse, it's gonna be easier instead of the Wacom. Okay, now I'm just gonna send like the list that by default is I will say it's closed here. I'm just gonna add it. So select from a scene. So I will add these two. These two are gonna be my controls, and then I can use here this control straight, or I can use the joints also if you want. But I'm gonna use controls here, Again, this is up to you how you define your control, how you trigger. It's not like one right way or the wrong way. It's just like preferences. I think for easy and because and consistency, because we're using controls for everything, we'll use the controls here. So, and I'm gonna use this one, the mouth slider. So the pooker we're gonna trigger with this one here. Just the in Japanese the chuchu, keys. Okay. So now it's time to connect. So we go back to our range of motion. It's very important. Keep track of your range of motion. You want to know exactly which positions are you using for the modeling, and then trigger exactly with the same positions. So we go to left. So I just need to go left corner here, and set driving key. And you can see it's saying scale. This is not a scale, this is the y-axis. So we just need to go here, translate in y-axis, and you see 0.5. And now just click here, connect. And you can track, if you click this little button here, you can track here that it's active. And now the same, so right here, set driving key, translation X, go back up, and trigger. So we have the first. I'm just gonna do oh, look at that, I forgot the arrow. Nice. Just gonna split now. Okay, so it's gonna do a couple more. So go for the next frame, this on my range of motion. Now exactly the same. Let's go here, say driving key, translation X, click here, and you have it, and so on. So I'm just gonna speed up this part because it's boring as hell, but I guess you get the point. Okay, so I have the connections. I did a few mistakes like while I was doing it, so I'm glad I speed up this part. And we have this that now it's working very nice. One of the things, it's when you do these kind of things, you need to feel like the transitions are smooth, so you feel like when you move in this speed, it feels like change the speed, like you're moving linearly, but then the animation, it makes like a little change of this speed. So you need to review that and be careful with that. So now that we have this, I'm just gonna go with the combos and I explain you how we do the combos now. So for the combos, I go for the first one. So because I have already this one trigger, so instead of going here on the shape driver, so just forget about this, and I'm gonna go and use as a combo. So the first thing I need to know is select one of the drivers, select the second driver of my combo, so wide, smile, and then here is wide smile combo. Select this one and click here on the middle, and it's gonna pop up this little menu, say, do you want to create a combo? I say yes, and you see all this area here, it's already loaded. So this plus this equal this. Next one, this by this equal this. Boom. And we have these two combos triggering together. As you can see, now when I move this one, it's also triggering this part here. Just gonna do for the next one. So this is sad one, and for this one I'm just gonna go here, and you can see I have the two arrows and the two sad. So left, left, and combo. Okay, oh, it fixed this one. Right, 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 combo, and fix this one. So I'm just gonna now change from one to another, so you can see it's going smoother and it's going much better than before. Okay, so now we have the basics and it's time to trigger the open mouth. So I'm just gonna go here, just go to my open mouth, shape drivers. I have here the jaw, so I'm just gonna select the jaw and say driving key, translation Y, and click here. Boom. So we have the jaw. It's gonna be triggering here, and exactly the same for the neck, the neck area here. I'm just gonna select this one. Say, oops, no. Say driving key. Yeah, say driving key. You can do it, Miguel. Okay. And yep, click here. Boom. And it's both are triggering now. So when I open now, you should see a nice transition, and you can see here how the neck is reacting now. It's much better than before. Again, it's not perfect, never is perfect, just we run out of time, that's the reality, but we can do this. I'm just gonna save, just don't forget to save, very important. The other day I lost like an hour of work. I always say save, and I didn't, so now I have fresh that I need to save. Okay, so let's go for the next one. So open wide mouth. So here maybe we want to have this a little bigger, so I'm just gonna make this bigger like this, and you can see I have the white here and I have the open here. So I'm gonna use this one as a trigger, not the neck one, so we keep the things clearly for the mouth or lips area. So this one, and now I'm just gonna use the left. So you can see here it's left, mouth is middle, so it's both, and left again. Just click here. So we have this. Now right, middle, and right again. And we have it there. So now you can see when I open my mouth, go from the regular pinch and start opening like very smoothly. And you can see now it's working nicely. It's nice when you do all these blend shapes and all these combinations and you start to put it all together and you start seeing the results, how it works. For me it's very satisfying to see how it works. And sometimes, well, maybe it can get frustrating if it doesn't work as you want, but yeah, just a little practice. Okay, so next one, it's the narrow. So exactly the same, open mouth. So this open mouth is going to be used for everything from now on. So oh no, this one, oh no, sorry, just left mouth, and this one left. So again, just combo. This is open narrow. So and we have this little combination, so we create this O. So again, mouth, this one, and just the combo here. So this one, if you click here, you can use this kind of color coding. So don't have, so you can use this like this. It's the color doesn't matter, but if you clicking a lot here, it's easier to see where you clicking, or maybe I should put this name bigger or something. Anyway, so just moving next on our range of motion. So left, smile. Okay, so the combination nice and sharp here. I went for this cartoony sharp kind of thing. Again, I don't know if this is the best choice for this design of the character, but I want just to do something between cartoony and realistic thing. Okay, so now right side and combo. Bam, we have it. And here you can see we build one on top of the other, and it's important the order. So you need to be a little careful when you plan this, how you connect everything. So if you start rambling and connecting everything without extractor, it's gonna be much difficult. Okay, just a little save for security. And let's move for the next one. So the next one, it's gonna be this SAT thing. So we go here, and I think SAT open and mouth open SAT corrective. Well, it's a little one. It's not too big, this one, but just a little to rush up there and there. And here you see, and also the profile. I work a lot on this stretchy, like very straight profile. I don't want to have this bulge here that you will see if you disconnect this. You will see that we have this bulge by default. Okay, so next one, this smile open crazy thing. So here we need smile. So everything that triggers green on this pose needs to be connected. So this one, the white smile, the open, and here you don't need to use, I mean, you don't need to use the combos to drive combos. So here I did this one. So this one, the white, the smile, the open. So, and here we can see this mouth open white smile. So we have 3. Just go in there and connect this one. Oh, delete. What I did here, well, basically I just took the one that is mirror. I don't want to use this one, sorry. So just this one, the open, and now the left part first. So now the left is fixed, and right, sorry, right, center, and right, and click here, and it's gonna fix this part here. Okay, so we have this. Nice. Now we go for the extreme. So for the extreme, what we want to do is trigger. Okay, so this one I didn't use it here, and we have the extreme here. So the extreme, it's yes, this one. So in order to use it to connect the stream, we need to again connect this one, and you can see this is only open, this one, but here we don't have anything else to connect. And if we use this oh nice, I love to live in Japan. I don't know what they say, but someone in the street with a car. Okay, I don't know if the mic picked that one, but it was someone announcing something, I don't know. Anyway, where I was, so how we do the extreme. Okay, so the extreme, we need to so we have open mouth extreme, left and right, so it's white extreme, but the neck, it's is this one here that is in the center. So we can use this to combine both, but for this one we don't want to trigger here with the same as this one with the open mouth. So we're gonna go to the open mouth, or maybe just click here and check out the values, and you can see here it's going up to -0.5 for this one. So if we go to the extreme, first one that we need to connect is this extreme open neck, and I say here the neck, actually we don't need this to left and right, sorry for that, just get rid of that. Mouth open neck because it's the center, and I'm just gonna use the same, the jaw, but here's the driving key, and you can see here it's -0.79. So here I'm just gonna say that it starts from 0.5. So So it means it's not gonna trigger or start triggering until we reach the completely open mouth, and when we keep, it's gonna start triggering this one. And by default it's linear, so it should work. So I'm just gonna set driving key here, and let's see what's happening. So you see, now it's triggering smooth. You can play or overlap a little bit. So here, for instance, you can put this at 49 or 40, let's say 45, negative 45. And you see now it transitions a little better, okay? And you can play with the linear or easy in, easy out, slow, like maybe slow and 0.45 here. So this is gonna, you see here, it does two movements. So I'm just gonna keep linear, and I'm just gonna keep this 45, so we overlap a little bit the triggering, but not that much. So go to the pose now. So this is 100% trigger. So now what we have a good reference. So we have the wide, left, we have the open, we have this combo here, but we don't need to use this combo because we're gonna use this as a like extra trigger here. And now this one that is extreme, left, and combo. So now we have this thing. So here we have one right or one left and two centers to trigger this one. So right here again, the mouth, and right again, and click, and we have this extreme. Well, here it's also, I think we can do better. And now look at that. So we can go there, and we can go there, and let me check this. This is the smile here. And you can see now when she opens, it goes super extreme. And we have this extreme. And we can now keep polishing. I don't like this situation here. So this is my, yeah, when I went too far, you see, I just crossed this part. But here on the, when it's open like this, the extreme goes too far away, so it means that when I close here, this extreme is not yet there. So probably we can tackle this differently. We can go straight to the extreme when it's closed, and then work that extreme as it's opening. So that's something I decided to do it at the end, and probably it's another way to do it. It's like you plan it on the close also, so it's gonna be the same weight of the connections, but when you close, it's gonna look better here. So now this extreme, obviously it's only recommend to use when you are open. So now when you have this halfway, so when you close, it doesn't go and intersect your teeth. But I think it's a good exercise if you want to do it yourself, and it's very good to trigger, like, or to play around with this. And you can see now we have all this. Oops, no, wrong selection. Okay, so now it's working, and of course you can break everything if you go crazy on the positions, but it should work on the range of motion that we define as the default range of motion. Here it's too wide, you can see here it's set, and when you opens, you see he's set correct to the right pose and everything. One thing to notice here, I didn't pay too much attention to the interior of the mouth, and you can see here, you can see the end of the gums and so on. So you can play around with that, and depends of your model and project, maybe it's different. But yes, for the purpose of this workshop, this exercise, I didn't pay too much attention there. Okay, so we have the last part that it's the pooker. So the pooker, it's gonna be here, this one that triggers the pooker, and basically it's gonna do this keys position. So I'm just gonna use the mouth slide and go here, say driving key, and this is translation Z axis, translation Z, and I know I just said it that it's 0.25. This is, it's not in the range of motion, but it's how I model it, so just remember that, and look, it's active. So now when you do this, it's gonna do this. And again, you can do this pooker with the open mouth and try to do some like a monkey kind of faces, I don't know, but I hope you understand the process to connection, how we combine from the basics of the just two directions, like vertical direction, horizontal direction, vertical direction, then we do the diagonals, later we add the jaw as a combination. We can have also different whites, and each white will have different triggers, and we build on top of that. And then you can add the pooker, pooker, no puker, the pooker, and you can add all this to the combination. Of course, you don't want to do left and right side the pooker. I don't know, maybe you want it's so much combinations that you can do here, but at least I think this, it's gonna give you a good starting point and how to combine everything and start adding and adding. And you can see here we have already, with just a simple models, and we didn't do that many blend shapes, we have a huge combination from these basic ones. And because we have all these deformers working under the hood, we have all these nice like feeling, like for instance I can do this, but I can later do this, and everything combines nicely. You see, you can do a lot of stuff with this already, and we didn't finish yet. We're gonna keep adding more and more stuff on that. And you have, of course, the direct clips controls here, you know, everything. You can go very crazy. And now of course you can also, you know, scale this part, and because everything is, it's already stacked in the right position, so you can create a different character. And you see this mouth, look at that, this is completely different character, and it will work. It will work because the way that we order, the way that we structure all everything, it's a way that we go from the bigger parts to the smaller parts, and everything is stacked in an area that when you deform the parent area, everything will fall inside this part, and that's what allows this. Okay, so that's it for this video. I think it's gonna be one of the longest ones, and in the next one we're gonna move forward for the export and create the custom step.